How much do you want your husband to make in a year?
$500K to keep up with my lifestyle.
And you?
$2 million. I'd say
$2 million?
Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Jack Morgan. 2024 dating. It's probably going to be even worse than 2023. Women are still just as delusional as they always been. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
All right, boys. It's go time. We've got the internet versus reality today.
Shall we buckle up?
Just wait for it. Buckle up.
Oh, he told us to. So
how much money does a guy need to make in order to be with you?
I mean, I'm not saying money's a factor, but definitely over six figures.
But expensive girl.
It's funny that the bigger, less attractive girl has the more outrageous standard.
I think more realistically, I would love a six-figure man, but that's not happening.
I used to say I'm gonna be single forever as a joke. But I don't think this shit is a joke anymore, bitch.
How much do you want your husband to make in a year?
$500K to keep up with my lifestyle.
And you?
$2 million. I'd say
$2 million? Oh, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
probably.
His reaction is the same as mine. If anybody was ever to say $2 million to me, I'm just like, is your pussy gold? Dude, this is every time I enter your pussy, I make $10,000 or something? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Probably six figures minimum.
Okay, for sure. How about you?
Yeah, definitely six figures.
What
you do for a living? I'm a diesel mechanic.
Oh,
Wait.
Diesel mechanic.
This one right here. This broad over here just said $2 million. Then we got this hefty mama over here, dude. Oh my God. I mean, I know the internet blows everything out of proportion. This is what this video is about today. I know most people think realistically. But dude, just wait for it. This is great right here. This next part right here. So look at these guys real quick. Just get ready for this. This is how much of people are just living on Front Street. Okay, and drink.
I mean, yeah, like Gucci belt. I don't know what kind of shoes those are, but tell the truth, I wear a fancy belt too, but I've had my belt for like 8+ years, so we'll see.
Dream world. These dudes look to me like they are under the age of 25.
Correct.
I could be wrong.
I agree.
But they also talk like they're under the age of 25. No offense, it's all good, but just wait for it. Get ready for this shit.
For a living? I'm a diesel mechanic.
I do real estate. I work in medical field.
How much are you making a year?
200,000.
200,000 cash?
200,000 as a diesel mechanic. All right, I typed in diesel mechanic average salary. Obviously, you can't become a master diesel mechanic at the age of 25.
Nope.
So the average salary is $40K to $74,000. Thank you. These guys live in Tennessee, so I'll give you some context.
Even probably like less than that.
It varies. Usually like 150, 200.
150, 200K as a real estate agent?
Not as a young real estate agent. No fucking way.
Yeah? Early 20s real estate agent?
Fuck, dude.
I just popped up for California, highest market in the land.
These guys are putting on that makeup for the women, you know. Lying about your career is pretty much, makeup for men.
Average salary. He's top earner. He's the top cat. 23-year-old Slick Ricky Aioli, top earner in real estate. Yeah. Okay, buddy. I'm not saying it's not possible,
It's
but
like my third year, I pull in about 250K.
250,000?
Yeah.
Doing medical?
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
What do you do in medical?
Wipe old people's asses.
wipes old people's asses. That's what he does. If he was a doctor, he would have said doctor. If he was a physician.
I wouldn't think he's a medical assistant if he's wiping people's butts. That's usually like nurses or CNAs and stuff like that. So CRNs and stuff.
Physician's assistant, he would have said that. Right here, I just pulled this up. Physician assistant's average salary, 97 to 140K.
It's pretty
this
good.
This motherfucker's out here being a nurse.
250.
Saying he's making 250K. Guys, I just thought that was awesome because it is just...
And to me, I think it's just these younger guys are just trying to fit into the delusion of these women.
How much money is in your checking account right now?
Probably like 120,000. I'd say about 550.
550,000?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm sitting at like a solid 50K.
Where do you guys live?
Tennessee.
If you're a man.
And this is why a lot of these chicks, and it's not all chicks. We're gonna get to some real people coming up here soon. But dude, I'm telling you, the internet is just full of just.
Maybe this is why these younger women think that everybody makes shitloads of money, because all these young guys are just lying through their teeth about how much fucking money they make. What the fuck?
An illusion. I mean, seriously. And that's why a lot of these chicks say you gotta make this kind of money, because you got these 22-year-olds telling you that they're rich, just unbelievable amounts of money. I just thought that was awesome. You guys leave your thoughts on those dudes.
And you're incapable of giving me princess treatment, or you don't even know what that is? Leave me alone.
Okay.
Genuine question.
Easy.
Butt or boobs?
All of the above.
I want to know the answer.
I'm struggling harder financially than I ever have in my entire life, and I've come to a really gross realization. My self-worth, at least in my brain's perspective, is heavily weighed on how much money I make, and that sucks.
Unfortunately, for a lot of people,
to be a man.
That's a huge factor. Like, let's be realistic. And unfortunately, you have to make money to survive in this, in this reality we're in. And a lot of people, it's unfortunate. I actually feel for her. It took me a while to disconnect from how much money I make. I just said, I'll just have no bills. That's
So easy.
the route I went.
So easy.
A man who makes $100,000, $300,000 a year, that's good money. But for my specific life goals, at 24, with
24,
plenty of
the way you're talking is like you say you got a lot of options, but not for the kind and caliber man you're talking about. Not that kind of money.
Nope.
You may have a lot of options for dudes making, average money, but not for no man talking about $300,000-$400,000 a year. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not here in Atlanta.
Well, like I said, for my life goals, a man who makes $100,000, $300,000 a year, that's cool.
I used to say I'm gonna be single forever as a.
Did she just say that's cool? 300 grand's cool? I'm gonna.
So delusional, man.
Sorry about that. Lost my top a little bit. Okay, let's continue.
Dude, just me hoping to hit 6 figures and a solid 6 figures for a solid amount of time is a goal. $300,000 is okay. Jesus.
But I don't think this shit is a joke anymore.
All right, so right here, this guy goes, so all we have to do is become the 1%. But that won't make us, he goes, but won't that just make us the 100%? That doesn't math. So what he means there is, it's impossible.
It is.
For all these chicks to have somebody who's making all this money. It's literally impossible. Great point. Thank you for commenting. And shout out to YZETC. You're always commenting. I love you, brother.
Money doesn't buy happiness. Money isn't everything. Money isn't going to fix all of your problems. I just paid my rent, and I only have $20 left in my account.
Why does he have a bonnet on? This is one of the first videos I've seen where a male has a bonnet on. Looks just as bad.
And my first paycheck for this new job that I just started, that doesn't come through until next week. And I'm running out of gas in the car that I need to use to get to work.
See, this gentleman here, this is reality. Okay? And I'm not saying he's not going to get ahead in life. I have faith in him, especially with that hat. That hat's in another dimension. But this is like what real life is.
If you're rich, stop talking. Okay, stay out of this.
Sad.
I ain't rich.
And speaking of money, thank you, Citrone McLean. I really appreciate the $20 super chat, dude. I don't ever ask for donations, but that really means a lot because a lot of my videos are not monetized. So thank you very much for that. And everybody else that's donated. Really, appreciate that.
If you live in the United States, there is no reason why you should be broke.
Yeah.
Living in the US, we have so much access to things that people in other countries do not have, especially online hustles and things that we can do to make money online.
Yeah.
And before you just assume that I come from money, I literally am like this because I watch my parents work paycheck to paycheck their entire lives.
That's what you ever notice that? Every person who's like how to get rich people,
Yeah.
they always say the same thing. I came from nothing. Came from the dirt. My parents struggled. My mom had no legs. My uncle was gay. You know, it's like always the same story with that. But really, I think she just means this person's making money. Struggling for money as an apprentice, so starting an OF to fund my passion. Yeah, I think that's what that first chick meant by you can make a bunch of money online. Butthole pictures.
Yeah, easy.
It's like, no offense, like I get it, you know, kind of. And this is beautiful here. And if you guys are new here, I like to read your comments throughout the video here. This guy goes, it takes a certain type of woman to start an OF account and are proud of it.
Yes.
I don't care what kind of depraved content they make. It's just sad that they have such little self-respect for them, self-respect just to make some money. And this guy goes, don't blame women for capitalizing on basically simps out here. This guy says it beautifully. He goes, this is fueled by simps. If simps didn't exist, they couldn't and wouldn't do it. Yes, they're talking about, you know,
Agreed.
Of course. I mean, if none of us ever watched, you know, strangers having sex on the internet, you know what that's called, you know, there'd be no reason to make it. It's like strip clubs wouldn't exist if guys didn't go in there. But unfortunately, things have just gotten full blast with it. On a positive note, though, these people are dancing here. When we just booked our 10-year anniversary trip. See, now this is kind of like I feel like this right here is going to come back around. Like people staying together. That's just kind of my opinion because I'm a relationship guy.
Jack. I don't
know. But it's nice to see some people, you know, they're happy.
I was fucking a different man every single day. I could not be surprised if one out of every single person I fucked tells the world we fucked. Like, he's the boringest person I've ever talked to.
Right. Then you got women like that. And then you got women like this. My name is Stacy. I am 38 years old, but can't be alone anymore. I really want to find real love, I guess. I don't care about age, money, race. I want to meet a man who appreciates moral values. Yeah, well, sorry,
It's too late.
but you should have been worrying about that 10 years ago, huh? Not
Yep.
saying she still can't do it. She looks good. Someone's going to
Just
do
remember
it.
that you're the prize always.
Say that one more time.
Just remember that you are the prize. Yes.
If you can go a whole weekend and not contact me, try a whole lifetime.
And then you got women like this, dude. Look, with the Gucci strap, the red leather. Actually, that's why I named my the RLP in my channel name stands for Red Leather Podcast. Because I originally was going to do it out of an old school Cadillac that had all red leather in it. And then the transmission blew. So I said, I got to refigure this out. But this is the type of women we have out here. They, you know, they want everything that doesn't actually matter.
I used to say I'm gonna be single forever as a joke. But I don't think this shit is a joke anymore, bitch.
Hi, yeah, good morning. Just checking in. My millennial families, especially the ones with
This one gets real deep here. This is reality.
kids, are you okay? Are you okay? You're not okay. I know you're not okay because I'm about to do a 3-minute rant, okay? Bear with me on this one. We're drowning. We're drowning.
I had
We're
to cut
never
this
going to
up a
make it.
bit.
This generation is never going to make it, okay? About how our country is in the greatest depression it's ever been in, and they're calling it the silent depression because we are all just silently drowning. Okay? Let me give you some examples. I'm going to be real transparent here, okay? I have 4 kids of my own and a bonus son. We have 5 kids altogether.
Did she just say bonus son? I just caught that. Anyways, let's let her finish. This is deep.
When we started applying for apartments, most wanted you to pay $300, $400, $500 to even apply for the apartment, to reject you and then tell you, we don't give you that money back.
Yeah, that's a business model in the
Such
real
a fucking
estate field.
scam.
It's, you know, you think they're just going to accept the first person who applies for an apartment? No, they can make an extra $5,000 off of each apartment.
Yep.
Just by application fees.
Awesome.
Sad.
So then we did find somewhere that approved us. Okay, second floor of a house, no central air. We had to buy 4 AC units when we moved in here. Okay, 2 bedrooms and a loft. Some places wouldn't even rent to us because they said you have too many kids and you need a bigger space. We can't afford a bigger space. Okay, we pay $1,600 a month. Again, second floor of a house, no central air, 2 bedrooms and a loft.
I wonder where this is.
$1,600.
$1,600 might not sound bad, but it's the second floor of a house. It's not even your own place. That's
Groceries, food, a basic human need. I get $569 a month in food stamps.
Holy
Very
shit.
grateful for that. It's a huge help. But I still have to go to 2 food pantries a week to be able to feed my family.
That's sad.
Not to mention, I didn't even get them this month. So we decided to go to Dollar General right down the street, the dollar store. Get us some necessities, get us through until we get my food stamps back. 5 bags of groceries, $110.
That's at the dollar store. If you were at a regular grocery store, that's like maybe a half bag of groceries for $100.
The only meat I got was 1 roll of ground beef.
Oh man, I would not be buying meat at Dollar General.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I went to a dollar store, but
I go all
I don't
the
think the
time.
meat's safe there. Just saying.
Childcare. I'm getting ready to go back to work. Why? Because we're never going to make it if I don't. But almost 3/4 of my income is going to go to childcare.
Yeah, speaking of childcare, this guy left a great comment. SD Self One, he said, one of the dynamics that's changed in the economics as women entering the workforce just created a huge supply of people competing for jobs. So companies then pay less because they are more competitive with jobs. Now the wife almost has to work, at least for some initial time, in order to make the family stay above water.
Yep.
And then it's a double-edged sword with what he says, because then you have to pay for the childcare, which is
Yeah.
astronomical. It kind of doesn't make any
I have a
sense.
4-month.
Like the only way I see it is the husband and the wife save up a good chunk of money, and then the wife doesn't work for 3-4 years, and then when the kids go to school and stuff, then she starts her career over. I think that's probably the best options for a lot of people, just because you kind of need that extra income, and then if you don't, it's still nice to have that extra income. It just relieves a lot of stress.
Old baby. I can't be a stay-at-home mom anymore. It's impossible. It is impossible to be a stay-at-home mom in this economy.
I wouldn't say it's impossible, but the ones that do have this luxury, it is a very luxury thing. Very few men can provide a lifestyle where you can be a stay-at-home mom and they make significant amount of money to cover all the bills, cover all expenses, and still live a decent life. Especially with 5 kids, that's hard.
They told us to get educated. I have an associate's degree. I just applied to go back and get my bachelor's. Credit hours are over $300 now. That's triple what I paid for my associates. We are never going to be able to buy a house in this economy. The American dream that we lived with our parents that had one parent working, mom stayed home, they had multiple vehicles, 4-wheelers, we went on vacations, all that, that's gone. They were the wealthiest middle-class generation that probably this country's ever seen. They climbed up the ladder and pulled it right up behind them.
$500K to keep up with my lifestyle.
And you?
$2 million. I'd say probably 6 figures minimum.
What you making a year?
200,000.
200,000 cash?
Yeah. It varies. Usually like 150, 200.
Man, it's like my 3rd year. I pull in about 250K.
I just had to replay those clips because, yeah, it looks like there is no more middle class, and it's.
I've made $60K for a very long time. Average. So maybe slightly above average, I guess. But I've always lived okay life with $60K. I make slightly more than that now, but I still live the exact same life, and I literally have less bills than I did before. So it's what people want to live. It's how people want to live. There's so many people with that Instagram lifestyle. So many people think that you have to show wealth, you have to show all these things. So they spend all these money on luxury items just to show off. I don't buy shit. I really don't. I spend money on food, and that's about it. I don't buy knickknacks. I don't buy clothes. I don't buy shoes. I don't buy jewelry or anything. You know, it's very minimal. Why? Because I want to save money and invest towards property, invest towards things. That's sacrifices that you have to do to get the things you want in life, right?
It's crazy because when you go online here, it's like everyone's either balling or they're not, and it's really starting to come true. You know what I mean? I'm like in the middle, but I'm not middle class, dude. I got roommates and shit. I got people renting rooms in my...
Same. I have 2 roommates. Just makes everything cheaper. We're all bachelors. We keep the house pretty clean. We can afford our own place. It just doesn't make sense to. It really doesn't.
Townhome. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't make a shit ton of money. Best year I've ever had in my life was like $75,000. Best year I've ever had.
I have made $100,000 once in my life, but it was only one time, and it was a very good sales year. And after that, it was just a normal $60K.
And I've always had to have 2 sources of income, always, because I just like to be straight. I'm like hood rich, you know. Like I got money. I'm not rich, but I got some money stacked away. My bills are low. You know what I mean?
I'm very similar. I grew up with the hustle mentality. I always grew up with the hustle culture. And I grew up in Compton and stuff, so I hustled a lot. I mean, even when I was younger, I sold drugs, I sold weed and all that stuff too. I just always did something extra on top of my normal job. It just felt right.
I'm like hood rich Ricky, you know, but I'm not middle class.
No.
If that makes sense. I'm below that. And it's crazy. I have no shame in that.
I keep getting so many messages. What websites do you use? I do not use websites. I think websites are a load of toffee. I'm so sorry. I keep seeing the girls on this app and I'm like, sis,
Oh, yeah. I put this chick in here because it's kind of like, well, yeah, with the state of the world, that the state that the world's in, and that last chick talking about all of her kids and struggling in the dollar store, it's no wonder. I mean, look at this woman. This woman's talking about having a sugar daddy. I mean, beauty's subjective and everything, but come on, guys, seriously. This woman...
She's not that great looking. You definitely know she got some lip fillers. Her definitely filter on, because she has like just pure smoothness on her face. Her fucking butterfly eyelashes are just about to fly off. Her perfectly like tattooed eyebrows look a little too sharp and like an attitude automatically off the bat.
Woman is talking about...
No, you're lying. Maybe years ago there was real success stories when money was really there and people didn't want to take advantage. But nowadays, them websites are avoid. You do not want that. If you want to find a man to give you money, lots of it.
Like, who's giving that lady money? Seriously. All right, we're gonna read another comment here. A shout out to 660 Woodworking Gander something. Always commenting, like the first comment on every video. Throw the chair. Yeah, I didn't throw the chair, but I did break something. All right, this guy goes, brother, I make $126,000 per year and can't make it. I can't afford a lot of things. I have a Toyota Corolla paid off. Congratulations, it's a smart move. Mm-hmm. And I am afraid of getting myself with a car note that's at least $450. Yeah, dude, guys, you know, I'm gonna give you financial advice. A man with no bills is a rich man. Mm. Okay, so yeah, I agree with them. Do not get a car note. Yeah, I'm lucky to have purchased a house before all this. I guess I am lucky to have purchased a house before all this BS happened. Everything is getting unaffordable. This shit is ridiculous.
At least he got the house and he was able to get the house, so he's doing well enough in that aspect. There's a lot of people that don't even have that part in line.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, dude. I really do. I'd really like to hear more about that. Positive, though. 10-year shirt challenge. So these people have been together for 10 years.
Okay.
And we need more of this. This is kind of like... This is what I think is wrong. I think, you know, it's almost... People think it's a prison to be in a long-term relationship. I understand women are risky out here. But it's not as bad as the internet. Well, I guess it is. It's because the court systems give them... an incentive to be a single mom and an incentive to divorce you and take all your shit.
You're right. Even if it's a good girl, when you get married, sometimes they have bad friends, and the bad friends are going to start putting things in their ears. And then you don't have a good girl anymore.
Look at how jacked this dude got over the course of 10 years. I thought that was awesome. And, yeah, because this is
I know I'm fine. Don't get it twisted. I want you, but I don't need you.
Never test an independent woman. That's what's pushed, man. And it's even pushed with men. That's the sad part, too. A lot of dudes don't even want to deal with it. All right, we're gonna
Taco Truffle. He's one of the people that commented on my videos all the time. Shout outs to him.
Sad. And here's a comment from Taco Truffles. He's always commenting. Women going into the workforce in the 70s and 80s ground wage growth to halt the dual income household filled. Okay, hold on. Women entered the workforce back in the 70s and 80s. Now men and women are not getting married as young or at all, even getting married at all, ending the dual income in the household. And now, with most men under 30, it's rough out there. Yeah, and then everybody wants to be independent, too.